Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today is Saturday, April 17th, 2021 and you are watching Tarot with Kuka. I know it has been a minute since I have uploaded a video. I've actually had some serious health issues where I kind of landed myself in ICU twice now in probably about less than 6 months. So I've had to kind of take some extended healing and some recovery time, and so it kind of put a lot of things into perspective. I did a lot of soul searching, a lot of thinking, and a lot of kind of refocusing because I don't want to go back into the ICU. So with that, let's kind of get started with our new video, and I'm super excited to share with you the weekly read. It's just a little bit different today. I decided to kind of stick with the message on our Ascended Master card since we are using a specific card. And so there's not going to be positive vibe from Matt Kahn's deck, but there is positive vibes coming from the one card. So let's get started. And remember, folks, if this is your first time watching, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Okay, so our first card the situation for this week is, let me turn it around, is the Devil. So I know at first glance, a lot of people kind of go into fear mode with this card, because again, you think the worst and you think the devil is controlling your life. That is not it, folks. This card is actually about a different type of message. So with the Santa Muerte deck, as usual, I will read the advice of the dead. And so it is: free yourself from what you think you are tied to and become who you really are, following your instinct and your inner fire without giving in to flattery and probably evaluating the dangers that surround you. So this card really is about letting go of the fears that hold us back from, living life, and or even finding our passion, finding something that makes us happy. Or it's also kind of like a card about, the dangers of being in a codependent relationship. Again, the universe always wants us to heal, so it's not like the universe gives negative messages, but they bring awareness about the current path. And so with this particular message, it is about releasing our fears, anything that is holding us and tying us down from being our true selves or being aligned with the higher good. And also, one of the things that comes in is, as an individual, we all have light and shadow within us. Now, it's that degree of where we align. Do we have more light? Do we have more shadow? So also, are we so afraid to confront our shadow? This card is about kind of the encouragement to encounter your shadow and go forward with some healing there, because again, the shadow sometimes, which is also been called the ego, it holds us back. The ego's job has always been to protect us. Like I always say, it's like when you want to take forward and do that step, what's that ego's that first voice to tell you you can't do it, you're not going to succeed. So this card is about facing our fears, facing our shadows, facing our egos, and transforming into something new, going forward with our passion. And so it's not necessarily a message of doom and gloom. It's just a message that the universe is telling you, I got your back, you can go forward, you got this. The only fear that is holding you back is what you create in your head. And so one of the things with the Devil card, there is a message of dependency and addiction, this is also a time to let go of that, to heal from it. This is also what the universe is telling you. Anything can hold, whether a vice is drugs, alcohol, even food, anything that keeps you from that you're doing in excess that is hurting you. This is what's holding you back from living your true healthy self. So this card is actually not a message to war, like evil is, it's just you facing what is hurting you and let go of that. So as usual, I was actually planning on going with the one card. However, I was guided with drawing the lessons or guidance we can use to reverse. And I got the Three of Cups. And the advice of the dead with the Three of Cups is any difficulty whatsoever can be overcome without a problem. Imagine that. Therefore, do not allow fear to obscure your point of view. So even with the guidance you're being told, you can overcome anything. And the beauty about this card is the many meanings. It's about collaboration, celebrations, friendship. What I kind of picked up right away was that you may not realize it, but you're not alone. You have support to help you through this let me move this card over, this very difficult period. So, seek out the support to help you, or maybe you are strong enough to go through this and overcome your problems on your own. And this card is a reminder to celebrate your successes. So what a beautiful message about your action items in the sun. Collaborate or celebrate, but you're not alone. So again, with the third card, it's about moon, introspection, something we do while we sleep. And I got the Queen of Swords. And this card is, again, with the moon is about feminine energy. So right off the bat, the advice of the dead is, with her Queen of Swords, she's mature. She, has grown through her thoughts. The swords suit, or the swords, even though it represents intellect, if you go through that tarot card, it is like somebody who's overcome horrible, difficult, challenging situations. And so our queen has lived through this, and our queen has survived, and she is now intellectually mature about this. So the advice of the dead is your experience will enable you to deal with and better manage whatever happens, directing it towards positive and constructive outcomes. Wow. So literally you have the universe telling you, you got this, you can do this. And, don't focus in on the fears. Let go of the fears, and you got this. You're going to be successful. You're going to be all right. What a beautiful message. I love it. So as usual, let's take a look at the moon guidance. And so if you can see, we are coming into our first quarter moon, which means we had just left a new moon, and we're at the halfway point to becoming a full moon. And so the message on this first quarter moon is your commitment is being tested. So again, it's just about holding the faith. We can, everybody starts off with their intentions, but like sometimes when things become challenging, we let it go, or we give up, or we go back to the old habit that hurts us. So here, again, the attunement is I am committed to my dreams and move towards them with confidence. And that's the whole message, is about confidence to move forward and do it. And I have read, the messages about the first quarter moon. You can see some of my past videos. So let's just kind of move forward with kind of the additional guidance from the moon. Okay, so we have it like I say, it's like the whole connectivity here is work through your fears. It's a new moon in Scorpio. And as you know, the Scorpio is probably the closest thing that really kind of walks through and embraces the shadow. So with the Scorpio, um, the attunement is have some sexy time. Of course, that's a Scorpio. But again, with this card, you are encouraged again to face your fears and just work through them, and everything's going to be okay. So let's kind of just read about the lesson. Scorpio is a sign of death and rebirth, magic, and shamans. The energy is a little bit dark, occult, even scary. Not all of us like to face the shadow, but the Scorpio demands it. In fact, it's through working through your dark side that you can get to the light. And the new moon in Scorpio and appearance of this card at any other time suggest you need to do this now. So, yeah, it's total connection with the devil card. And the irony is, it's not, I haven't seen it on the YouTube vids, but I did actually see the devil card actually come up a lot in some other people's reads on different social media platforms. So again, when the universe is talking and it's talking a truth, it delivers, what we see as the same message. So again, face your fears. It's okay. Even in Star Wars, like I say, I'm a big geek. Luke, he had to face his fear to become a Jedi. So with that, I wanted to go forward and use a specific card, because like if you have read the Bible, you know that Archangel Michael battles with the devil, and who better to help you face your fears, face your shadow than Archangel Michael. So I use the Archangel, and the moon cards come from the Moonology Oracle cards by Yasmin Boland. And so the Archangel Oracle cards are actually from Doreen Virtue. Like I say, she's on a different journey. So Archangel Michael. The message from Archangel Michael is a reminder of who is ultimately in charge. God is in charge. So with Archangel Michael, it is a positive message how the universe is still there for us. And the universe does not want to harm us. The universe does not want to put us in a bad situation. It's our choices that we make that put us where we feel that this is not an ideal. But we can learn from it instead of going deeper into it. It's all up to you and how you want to do this. So the prayer to God is, Dear God, please help me to let go of this situation. Giving it faith and trust to you. Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. I'm having really, my illness, like I said, I've gone through a lot, so I'm really having difficulty. I apologize with my vision, so bear with me. So let's start over again. Take a deep breath in. Release. And so let's begin this in prayer. Dear God, please help me let go of this situation, giving it in faith and trust to your divine wisdom and infinite love in order to resolve and heal everything and everyone involved. Amen. The beautiful thing about a prayer to God, to the divine, to the Creator, is if you send your message wholeheartedly with love, God hears it. It's up to our faith and our trust that we will be able to hear God's answer, because God always answers our prayers. So with that, I just want to thank you for your continued support, and sending everybody love, light, and many, many blessings. It's time for us to heal. Take care.